Hello, hello everybody, this is Nuzcraft and welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise. We're going to be taking on a new quest here in the village, but before that we've got a couple changes that have been made since the last time we met. First off, I am wearing a Switchaxe instead of a Gunlance, and I'm planning on kind of swapping around back and forth between Switchaxes and Gunlances, because I want to learn both of those weapons, and I think it's going to be fun. So we're going to be running with the Switchaxe today. I specifically have the Argyros Switchaxe, which we will take a look at here shortly. For our mission today, we're going to hunt a Great Baggi, with this mission Out Cold. It's in the Frost Islands, which is going to be a new locale for us on this playthrough. And it's from the Sanctimonious Feline. A Great Baggi and its little friends were being a nuisance in the Frost Islands, so I went out to teach them a lesson. But when I got there, I passed out. Was it the cold? Just thinking about it makes me so sleazy.
Don't forget to eat.
So this is going to be a new monster for us to face. So, if we take a look at our equipment, we're running with the Argyros Axe, which has 110 attack, some yellow sharpness, and a poison vial, which is kind of important because the elemental files in the Switchaxe build up a little bit faster than the power files, which is different from previous iterations of the Switchaxe. And let's see, the last thing before we go, this is in the Frost Islands. In between episodes, I did do a mission in the Frost Islands, so we're not going to get the Frost Islands like intro cinematic. But we are going to get the Great Baggi intro cinematic,
snapping at your heels,
which is a lot of fun.
When at last you stop to rest, a quick look around reveals you walked straight into a nest littered with previous meals.
I mean, really, the Great Baggi has like a super cool ability, being able to like just spit sleep juice on things and make them fall asleep. Makes them super vulnerable.
And
Poor Popo.
again.
The Cunning Usurper, the Great Baggi. So Great Baggi is a sleep monster, and in order to combat sleep, we are going to be given energy drink. I also brought a few with me, just for such a case. So, let's go exploring. We'll see if this is our Great Baggi over here. Grab a couple spear birds. Ooh, lucky life.
Sweet.
Here it is. So if we grab this owl, we got a feather. The Fortune Owl Feather. Now this monster is one that we haven't fought before. This is a Lagombi. We are going to use the Lagombi as a vehicle to get us to that other monster on the map.
This is gonna be good.
This is, I'm not sure that we've done much in the way of wyvern riding like this, but this is one of the really cool things that you can do. Let's go this way. One of the really cool things that you can do in Monster Hunter Rise is that you can wrangle and ride monsters from one place to another. Alright. Now we're going to attack this Baggi. Ooh. Come on. Alright, so we did a bunch of attacks. We're able to do our Mounted Punisher, and then we're gonna be able to actually start fighting our main target, which is gonna be the Great Baggi.
Making progress.
It's possible, I guess, that we might want to go ahead and hunt the. Maybe we do want to hunt the Lagombi as well. I'm not really sure. Alright, so the Great Baggi spits sleep juice, which is something that we want to avoid. But if we do get hit, we should be able to use our energy drink to wake ourselves back up. Alright, so we already broke the Great Baggi's head.
This is gonna be easy.
See if this will hit. Yeah, that's pretty good damage, and we got a poison off. We're about to run out of sharpness. We're gonna find a place to sharpen, and oh my goodness, the Great Baggi is almost dead. Okay, so because the Great Baggi is almost dead, and we're like 2 minutes into this fight,
Doing great.
we're gonna go hunt that Lagombi as well.
Yeah.
So let's go after the Lagombi. Might as well, right?
Gotta sharpen while I can.
Sharpen up our Switchaxe. Now, Switchaxe as a weapon in general is one that I am pretty familiar with. I did my Monster Hunter World playthrough with the Switchaxe, and so I know a little bit about some of the intricacies of the weapon itself, but I am by no means an expert in Rise Switchaxe, which is considerably different, in my opinion. Generally what you want to do with Switchaxe is you want to get into kind of like a juiced up mode, and you get there by using your sword mode. So you can kind of draw into sword mode with your R2. This is sword mode, and doing this enough will get you into an amped mode, which is what we're in now, and that will allow your sword mode to do some extra damage. And when you latch on, like we just did, you're able to get some extra damage in this way. And we're kind of latched on, doing what's called a 0-sum discharge, and we're getting some extra damage that way. The Silkbind moves for the Switchaxe are pretty good too. You've got this move, which will advance you forward, and you won't take any, well, you'll take damage, but you won't flinch yourself out of that if you get smacked while you're doing it. And then the other switch skill is this one, which advances you forward, and it gives you some extra juice in your sword.
This isn't good.
Oh no. Oh, Great Baggi is here. Boom. Okay, so Lagombi is already almost dead, so we're just gonna zoom over there and finish it off, and then we'll go after the Baggi. do a little bit of exploring of the map as well. Now, normally, I say normally, I haven't spent a whole lot of time in this file, but I wasn't planning on using the dog as much as I have been this quest. Just because, I don't know, it's kind of nice to just zip around with the wire bug. I think it's a little bit more interesting. You find new routes to get places.
Making progress. Have a taste of this.
Right on the face. Hey, we broke the ears. That's awesome. Wire fall out of that. There we go. And we have slain our first Lagombi.
Don't mind if I do.
Go ahead and carve these baggies. I know that I need some baggy stuff before we carve the Lagombi.
I'm gonna need.
So we will have another quest where we fight. Well, I don't even know if we'll bother doing
Put
the
this to good use. Don't worry.
Lagombi quest on camera. Because here in the village, it seems like things just don't survive for very long. Which is fine. It's kind of how low rank village ends up going. But we might do the Lagombi specific hunt at high rank, if we think that's going to be a little bit more interesting.
Pay attention to your stamina.
Okay.
That's my chance.
Let's go ahead and sharpen. We'll eat our ration. And then we'll use our Great Wire Bug and see where this takes us. Hey. Let's do this one as well. Let's see where this one takes us. Hey, we've got another one. See where this one takes us. Here we're right by the ship. This one takes us down to the bottom of this archipelago. Pretty cool. Very close. Oh look, the sleepy monster is sleeping.
Not now.
We're still pretty early in low rank, so I'm not bringing like bombs or
Sweet.
anything like that
Not now.
to help with wake ups. Let's do this advancing slash thing. No, walnuts. There we go. The Great Baggi is slain.
Don't mind if I do.
And so that was a Great Baggi and a Lagombi here in Village Low Rank. Not the most difficult of monsters, but they are a fun pair, especially in high rank when they have a little bit more health. Can play around a little bit more.
Sweet.
Like I mentioned, we do have a Lagombi quest here in the low rank village that I'm probably not going to hold off and do that on camera, just because it's probably not going to be worth it if they go down that easy. just not going to be any fun to watch. So you've seen Lagombi,
Oh,
and you've seen the Great Baggi. Both of these creatures have weapons, I believe. I know that there's a sleep Switchaxe, which would come from the Great Baggi. I don't know if Lagombi has a Switchaxe. And I don't remember if either of them have Gunlances. I think there's probably a sleep Gunlance. We can take a look at that. And then we'll take on a new mission. And maybe that new mission just is going to be the Lagombi. Take on the Lagombi.
Oh, it's you.
Okay, so if we look at armor first, I did hunt a Roggy in the hub, but we'll take a look at the Roggy armor when we hunt a Roggy together. The Lagombi stuff looks super cute. Super cute armor. In terms of skills, critical eye, affinity, sliding, ice attack, constitution, critical eye, not bad. With Lagombi
Some hunters
and
literally take hours. I'm used to
Izuchi
it.
and Kimura, I think you can get a lot of critical eye on your low rank set if you really want to. Now Baggy stuff has attack boost, sleep res, ice attack boost, ice attack. And once again, that's not a bad set to have. I think this set looks pretty cool too. It's kind of like knight-ish. I believe the cat set makes it look like an old police constable, which is pretty cute. If we look at weapons, Switchaxe, there is a sleep Switchaxe called the Snowfall Axe, which we're going to add to our wish list.
Are you
Oops.
foraging or upgrading?
And then we're going to go ahead and upgrade our Proto Iron Axe 2, which is not better than the Arjuro's Axe 1, but it has a paralysis file instead of a poison file. And then yes, we do have a Lagombi Switchaxe. Also add to our wish list. We look at Gunlances. We have a Baggy Gunlance. The Baggy Gunlance 1. Oh yes, I guess I should have remembered that you use the Baggy set in the demo for Monster Hunter Rise. If you play Gunlance, you've got the Baggy set here. Add that to our wish list. And there is a Lagombi Gunlance as well, the Lagomberator 1. Very fun.
Haste makes waste. Take all the time you need.
That is everything in terms
The
of
village is in
gear.
your hands.
How are you today?
Finish some optional subquests. We can take some new ones, hunt 2 large monsters, break some monster parts, and do some quests in the Shrine Ruins. And then we will take on a new quest. I mean, really, we might as well just hunt the rabbit for real. Let's go ahead and accept
luck.
our... Oh, we got some Icium from one of the optional quests. That's kind of fun,
Time for a
because
rest.
we need some. Let's go ahead and eat a meal. We'll pay with points.
Oh, delicious!
Kimura points are good, so we'll get some new Kimura points. I feel like I need to sharpen fairly often, and when we heal, we might be able to heal a little bit faster. Yes, we got all 3 of them,
That'll
which is a
do.
perfect meal. And since we've already played with the Switchaxe today, let's go ahead and switch over to a Gunlance. We've got the Kimura Gunlance 2, which has 60 attack. We have the Iron Gunlance 1, which has 80 attack. And we have the Bone Gunlance 1 that has 90 attack and is a long shelling type, whereas these are normal. I don't remember the difference between long, normal, and wide shelling, so let's find out today. Do we need anything else? Deodorant we're not going to need. Flash bombs we're not going to need. Let's go.
On a frosty mountain range,
Now,
far from human
I will say,
homes,
I'm a lot more comfortable with the Switchaxe than I am
an
with
abominable beast
the Gunlance.
does whatever it wants.
So this might be a little bit of a longer quest.
Or is it bare?
Look at that
It
mushroom.
is
It's
neither.
cute.
So beware. It will drench the snow with blood and wreak nothing but despair.
Make it seem so threatening. The high-res textures of things. Forgot that it hits the camera with the snowball. That's fun.
Let's go!
Right. So once again, we have a Baggy and a Bunny on the map. Sonic Bombs. I forgot that Sonic Bombs affect Lagombi. I think they'll stun it a little bit because it has, you know, big ears. That kind of makes sense. So what I think we're going to do is we'll see how things go fighting just the bear. And if we're
Sweet.
fast... semi-fast, then we'll go and take out the Great Baggi as well.
There's the target.
Oh, wrong button. Yes! Oh no, I missed. That didn't really hit.
This one's
Wrong button. Ooh, no. So when we get hit by the snow, our wire bugs don't come back as fast. Be pretty nasty. Oh no, wrong button. Dude, the Gunlance is hard, man. I feel like this could be a lot of fun, though. Alright, I really want to get a worm steak off sometime.
Be careful!
Come on. Wow, I'm just getting like bodied. Hey, there we go.
Hope you've got insurance! I'm gonna get you!
Ooh, ouch. Hey, look at that. We got a sleep off.
Weapon's getting dull.
Alright. So one of the nice things about the Gunlance is that you can use Wyvern Fire as a wake-up. And it does a lot of
Making
damage.
progress.
Look at that. Bump and then it runs away. Oh, there's a Popo. AT. Oh, is it right? Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Here comes the pain.
Oh, look at that. Hey, we got it.
There's more where that came from. This is gonna be easy.
Hey, it's almost dead. So since it's almost dead,
Faster.
let's go play with the baggie.
This should fix it. Just a bit more.
So once again, we're using the dog. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. We just want to get over to the baggie. Not spending too much time traversing. I guess we should just get off. Do our reload.
This is for my fellow hunters.
Well, it's not too bad. So normally what I think I would do is I would take
You
this
listen to me.
baggie and go over to the Lagombi.
Amazing.
But because the Lagombi's almost dead, I'm just gonna
Amazing.
bounce this into a couple walls
Amazing.
and this tree thing.
See ya.
And then we can
This is gonna hurt.
go ahead and Wyvern Fire.
Doing great. No more, Mr. Nice Guy.
I really like doing that full burst. Oh, that was nice. So one thing about long shelling is that it gives you less shells. So we should probably focus on... Ooh. Well, that didn't work. I didn't know that you could do that. Well, we can ride this wyvern, and then we're going to use it to pummel the,
This is
pummel
gonna
this
be
guy.
good.
Oh, I keep missing it. There we go. Strong attack, strong attack, strong attack. We'll go ahead and do our mounted Punisher. Then we should be able to...
Bye-bye. Hope you've got insurance.
So the Great Baggi is almost dead.
It's getting weaker.
Got some Great Baggi stuff. Oh, Great Baggi is going all the way up here. Well, let's go that same direction.
Moral whetstones are the best.
I'm not 100% sure on the best way to get down there. It's probably going to be to go through these caves. We haven't seen these before. These are some really cool caves down here, kind of underneath the Frost Islands. And there's quite a few like fun battles to be fought. It feels really different down here. We've got this giant Zamite just sleeping. But what we should be able to do is do a nice little wake up.
Sweet.
On the Great Baggi.
Mine now.
If it falls asleep over there.
Have a taste of this.
Oh, there we go.
This is gonna hurt.
There we go. The Great Baggi has been slain. We slayed a couple little Baggi too.
I'm gonna need some of your parts.
Not super worried about the little Baggi in terms of damage.
I'll put this to good use. Don't worry.
It's not like the old games where they will do a bunch of damage to you. They're more nuisances now. Plus, this set has Carving Pro on it, so we don't have to worry about knockbacks while we're trying to carve. Just fun.
Sweet.
Alright, so
Go.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the dog. We can do our sharpening, and we can head towards the rabbit. Hey, some Icium. That's what we want. And we're going to try and take this Jewel Lily, see where it goes. Great Wirebug. Oh, look, it took us right up here. We've seen this one before. That's the wrong direction. That's okay. We can still make it work. Another Escurgo. Don't really need the Escurgo. This house up here. Found a relic record.
Mine now.
This house can be kind of hard to get to sometimes, but it's a super cool place to be. Where is it? Oh yes, right here. This gigantic thing is a Dragonator. So we've got a Dragonator sticking out of it, and if you look at it, you can kind of see that it's actually a giant skull. So they build a house on top of a giant skull, and somebody was saying that it's the skull of Azora Magdaros, which is really rad, if it's the skull of Azora Magdaros. You can kind of see how that might be that from there. That's pretty cool. These squids will give us a nice little boost.
Get ready.
Haha. Nice.
All done.
That's our Lagombi.
I'm gonna need some of your parts.
So, in today's hunts, we hunted 2 Lagombi and 2 Great Baggi, and it was all good fun. I think both hunts are better served if the monsters had a little bit more health. As it was, they were kind of pushovers here in the village, which is like, it's fine, it's whatever. But I shouldn't.
What's this?
I don't know. I don't feel like I should be able to take down 2 monsters in 15 minutes with, you know, this is just the bone Gunlance. It's not even upgraded at all.
Not now.
Right? I shouldn't be able to do that much damage to it, or it shouldn't have that little health. That's just my opinion. I'm sure that these monsters might give less experienced people a heck of a time. And it's not a bad way to introduce somebody to the game by letting them kind of flail around and beat the crap out of a couple monsters. Oh yeah, this unlocks our urgent. Okay. Well, Nuzcraft. Looks like you're racking up notches on your hunting belt. Speaking of which, Iori said he needs your help with something. That kid's normally the DIY type, so I guess he sees something in you. Him and everyone else in Chimera, I'm sure. You got something good going on, Squirt. Don't disappoint him now. Bwahaha. Well then, don't keep our boy waiting. Okay. So, while we're here, we might as well go talk to Buddy Handler Iori and see what our urgent is going to be. Oh man. Oh, Nuzcraft, thanks for coming. Remember how Yamogi's supplier got held up at the Shrine Ruins and you helped him out? Well, I'm not sure why, but since then a lot more monster have been acting really weird around the ruins. I know monsters get fidgety when the rampage nears, but it's strange that they'd all congregate in the same spot. Plus, the merchant mentioned a strange presence. Now the village is talking about ghosts. Creepy, right? Anyway, this eager canine and feline heard about it, and they ran off the ruins to hunt down this presence. And now I hear an Acnosom has shown up there. Please, Nuzcraft, will you take care of that Acnosom while I go search for the buddies? You can accept the urgent quest from Hinoa. Please, I need your help. That is pretty rad. So our next urgent is going to be an Acnosom, which is one that we're definitely going to do together. Because Acnosom is a super cool monster. Let's just talk to Hinoa.
Dongo are a taste of heaven.
Right on time. The urgent quest is ready to go. Today's hunt is for Acnosom. This monster has a peculiar attack where it fans out its crest on its head before charging. Scary stuff. Monsters can be tricky, so pay close attention to their behavior if you want to make it back in one piece.
I have a special quest for you.
Okay, we're not going to take the urgent yet.
Quest list.
If we look at outstanding 2-star quests, there's nothing here that we need to do together. Raft shells, baggy are boring, popotoms are boring. That's good. So the next thing that we're going to do together is we're going to hunt that Acnosom.
Take care of yourself.
Before then, let's see if we can do some weapon upgrading.
The hammer's ready.
So we can upgrade to the Lagomberator, which is wide shelling and has ice element and some green sharpness. So we lose a little bit of attack for the green sharpness, and that's totally worth it.
Gotcha.
Let's go for that. Let's go ahead and forge another Bone Gunlance so that we're ready to upgrade into the Bone Gunlance 2. We need a Combustuna for that. I don't know where to get Combustuna. And then from a Switchaxe perspective, is that green? Oh, it's green because I have this and I can technically upgrade into the Argyros Axe. But I don't want to do that because I already have an Argyros Axe. But this, we can take our Bone Axe and send it up to a Bone Axe 2, which adds 20 attack.
Right, let's get cracking.
Okay, cool. And it looks like we still need some baggy hide for the Snowfall Axe. We still need Lagombi plastrum for the long ear axe. Actually, we technically need one more of these.
No problem.
So that we can upgrade it into the Lagombi axe. We technically need one more of these.
Let's get cracking. Gotcha.
So that we can upgrade it into the baggy tree. And generally things are looking okay. Things are looking just fine. I have lots of money because one of the item sets that we got from Capcom had like 10 golden eggs in it, so I sold those for cash, which is what they're there for.
Now
So it's kind of nice to not be scrambling for money. And oh, look at this Gunlance. Looks spicy. And then Walnuts and Nemons have layered armor on that comes from the deluxe set. It looks very nice. We're not going to keep it on them forever, but it's kind of fun to see the Golden Retriever and the Forest Cat sets. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time when we take down that Acnosome.